And now to the Balkans, where anger is rising on the streets of Serbia. Thousands of protesters encircled a former Army headquarters in Belgrade on Tuesday, opposing a new law that fast-tracks its transformation into a luxury compound leased to a company linked to President Donald Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Now, the demonstration added to a series of anti-government protests that have gripped the country for months, fueled by anger over corruption and a deadly infrastructure collapse last year. Now, the protest, described by local media as one of the largest in recent weeks, also saw participants form a human chain around the bombed-out remains of the Yugoslav Army headquarters, a landmark partially destroyed in NATO's 1999 air campaign. The demonstrators accused the Serbian government of erasing a key piece of the nation's history in favor of foreign investors.
We are very disappointed with this situation, with the special law which is unconstitutional in itself. The law cannot be applied to cultural heritage, but only to speed up opinions and solutions regarding cultural heritage.
There is no end to humiliation. This is something that undermines national identity and disrupts the continuation of our culture and traditions.
Now, last Friday, Serbia's parliament approved legislation allowing Kushner's Miami-based Affinity Global Development to expedite construction permits for a massive $500 million redevelopment project. The plan includes a high-rise hotel, luxury apartment, shops, and offices on the site of the former military compound. In fact, the building, which was long seen as a monument to those killed during the NATO bombing, was also stripped of its protected cultural heritage status back in November of 2023. And that stunning decision is now under investigation by Serbia's organized crime prosecutors, who are probing whether the revocation documents were in fact forged.
I am astounded that a robbery that must involve corruption is being enacted publicly and without mercy, even though we have been resisting it from the beginning to this very protest. We are helpless. It's a simple fact. You cannot gift real estate in the center of the city to anyone.
Still, the government continues to defend the project, arguing it will attract international investors and strengthen relations with Washington. Now, the Serbian president described the deal as, quote-unquote, a long-term lease, not a sale, promising that Kushner's investment, estimated at more than $750 million, would raise Belgrade's global profile and immediately boost its real estate value. But the opposition labeled the decision unconstitutional, describing it as a crime and adding that the landmark would be replaced with casinos and jacuzzis. Now, Affinity Global Development, which is part of Kushner's wider Affinity Partners investment group, has not commented publicly on the resistance. But as demolition crews prepare to move in, so too are demonstrators pushing back with both fire and fury.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.